All right, here we go. This is Eating with Sasquatch. I am the Sasquatch, and today we have a competition. These hot sauces were sent to me from Jeremy Jeremy Hilliker, go Browns, friend of mine, and Jeff McGinnis, another friend of mine. Jeff McGinnis owns Sam and Oliver hot sauce company. Jeremy is just a hobbyist, I guess is what you'd call him. So these two are friends, and they decided they came up with an idea that they were going to do a competition on with an orange-based sauce. So these are two very different sauces indeed. Very much a liquid and very much a gelatinous. And then also the contrast in colors. I mean, both of them are beautiful in their own rights as far as color. Yeah, I think one looks kind of like an orange juice, and one looks kind of like a marmalade almost. So very interesting indeed. This is the orange Screamsicle. I'm sorry, this is the Screamsicle Orange Amaretto Reaper. Let me pronounce that, or however you want to do it. Say it right. I can't talk. Blah. One of those days. So yeah, the Orange Amaretto Reaper is made with orange marmalade, sweet golden agave nectar, white wine vinegar, almond oil, vanilla extract, and Carolina Reapers. So really a pretty, I guess you'd say, somewhat not complicated sauce. Let's put it that way. Not overcomplicated whatsoever. So then we have the Whoa My Darling Clementine Orange Sauce. And that sauce is made with clementine oranges, fresh lime juice, Jamaican dark rum, cream of coconut, roasted sweet onion, white habaneros, turbinado sugar, sweet vinegar, powdered ginger, stick cinnamon, and sea salt. So kind of crazy. That one definitely a little more complicated list, but nothing too out there. Both of them have interesting ingredients, if you ask me. I definitely cannot wait to try these. They asked me to be a part of the judging process for this, and I was over the moon happy. I love judging these kinds of things. Anyways, they can be pretty hard sometimes. I mean, every one of these that I've judged so far, different contests like this, it's always been really close. And I can tell you right now that these are so different, but I know the guys, and I have confidence that both of them probably did really good with these. So, I guess without further ado, I need to pick one to go first. I'll just go ahead, since I talked about this one first, I'll go ahead and do the Sam and Oliver one from Jeff McGinnis. I'll go ahead and do his first. Get this open. I want to show you this a little better now that I got, because it's harder to see with the wrapper on. But look how thick that stuff is. That is a very thick sauce. So, but look at the beautiful color on that, though. It's kind of like a really orangey amber color. You can see the Reaper. I would assume that's Reaper pepper flakes in there, and yeah, you can see just all kinds of texture in there. I'm trying to think what all he had in here. Yeah, so I guess mostly what I'm seeing floating around in there is the orange marmalade. Yeah, the orange marmalade and Reaper is really what I'm seeing floating around in there. So let's crack this sucker. Ooh, nice seal on that sucker. Popped real good. Wow. Wow. That is the craziest nose hit I have had in a long time after opening a sauce. Wow. That, okay, so he definitely nailed the amaretto. I, as a person that has drinking, quite a few amaretto sours in my older days, um, yeah, that really nailed the amaretto flavor. really, really prominent amaretto flavor or smell profile right off the top. Oh, it smells delicious. I can kind of smell a hint of the citrus in there. A little bit of the vanilla. I'm picking up a little bit of the vanilla. Interesting. I don't smell the almond, but I assume the almond oil is just to give it that. I guess I shouldn't say I don't smell the almond. I do smell the almond because it's the amaretto, but that's. I don't know how to explain that. I don't. I don't smell any nuttiness to it. It just smells like amaretto. So, which is weird. You didn't actually use any amaretto, yet you came up with that smell. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get a pour. See what the pour's like. Obviously, this is going to come out. This is going to come out with a big clump, I would assume. No, actually, it's coming out pretty good. Look at the thickness on that. Oh, wow. I honestly, I figured it was just going to come out in a big clump. It did not. Oh, man. That smells amazing. I can't even... I'm so ready to try this. So anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. So it's really sweet off the first. Wow. The heat comes in really quick too, which is weird because Reapers generally don't come in with the heat that quick. And it kind of hit the tongue a little bit. That's strange. Nice pulpy texture, very marmalade-ish in that. So really sweet on the front end, extremely sweet on the front end. This one is one that, it mellows off really quick with the sweetness. There's still a sweetness there, but it's not like as extremely sweet afterwards. I like the texture. It really hits that kind of marmalade texture for me. The heat is impressive. I think we're at a low 4 right now. We'll call it a high 3. It's pretty tangy though. Fruit-based sauces tend to not be as hot as the more savory sauces, but yeah. So let's get a peek at the Oh My Darling here. Clementine orange sauce. Again, you guys can see this now a little better. This is very much a thinner sauce in comparison. Hopefully there's no flow restrictor. But yeah. I'm going to kind of go through and make a little scoring list on these two. Interesting. Okay. So I'm picking up the orange. I will say, it definitely, I want to say I smell garlic. Is it garlic that I'm smelling? Maybe it's the onions. It's the onions that I'm smelling. Clementines. I smell the orange. And I think I smell the onion. I'm not really picking up much of anything else. I'm going to have to put it on a spoon and try it. See what I think. Here we go. Now I know this one's going to come out fast. Yep, it is coming fast. Alrighty. On the spoon. I'm picking up the lime finally. I don't smell any of the rum. I don't smell the coconut. I don't smell the ginger or the cinnamon stick. So, or the vinegar actually. I think I'm picking up, yeah, the lime, onion, maybe the oranges. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. So that one really played with my mind through the nose. I did not expect it to taste anything like it did in the mouth by what it smelled like. And I'm not doing this for anything other than I need to get that taste again real quick just to see. I'll probably retaste both of them. I'm going to do some scores on them here in a sec too. There was a little more texture in that one too. Okay. And of course, I don't think I have my pen out here. Go figure. I left my pen in the other room. That's awesome. Well, I'll just go ahead and score them this way. So, we'll kind of do a mark for each as far as smell, taste, texture, all that stuff. Right now, I think the smell, when I opened them, the smell easily goes to Sam & Oliver. That smelled incredible. Out of the bottle on the spoon, smells incredible. I think Jeremy's was lacking a little bit in that realm. It just it smelled like the onion and the lime juice, and that was really all I could smell. So that being said, I definitely would give the smell profile to Sam & Oliver. As far as texture, I really think they're about dead even. One is a thinner, one is a thicker. They both have a nice mouthfeel. I know that sounds kind of lame to say that, a thicker sauce and a thinner sauce both kind of hit the same mark, but I mean, going into it, I knew this was a thinner sauce. I knew this was a thicker sauce. But I think mouthfeel, they both kind of hit the same mark there. So really, I would say that one was kind of a tie. Heat, probably going to have to pretty much easily give it to Sam & Oliver. It's way hotter. Jeremy's is probably a 1 in heat. We're looking at almost a 4 in heat on the Sam & Oliver, on Jeff McGinnis's. Yeah. Flavor, and this is my personal opinion, flavor, I think, while the Sam & Oliver was good, I think the flavor definitely in the mouth goes to Jeremy Hilliker on that one. So I would say we're kind of at one of those points where I don't know. I mean, to me, it's a really weird thing. I generally will not choose something based on heat. I really like the better flavor. This is a hard one. This is really a hard thing here. I'm going to go ahead and try these again just to double check and see how I feel about these. Because I honestly, I want to give it to one person because of the way that I feel about it, and then as far as the way I feel about the overall, and then I want to give it to one person because of the things they did right. So it's kind of weird. Let me go through this again. Man, it's got some tang to it. And get this kind of cool down in my mouth a little bit. Try to knock the flavor down a little bit. I almost should have brought a drink out here to kind of clear out the palate a little bit, but oh well. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'll do one final category because I really feel like this is what's going to kind of set them apart. With the idea that orange is the sauce profile you were going for, with the idea that orange is the sauce profile, I really feel like, and don't get mad at me, guys, don't shoot the messenger, Jeremy Hilliker, I feel like it goes to you, man. So I think overall, if I had to pick a winner of these two, I think Jeremy Hilliker, this sauce gets the holster. This sauce, to me, it's not the hottest. It actually threw me off. The smell, I'm not gonna lie, the smell was not anywhere near what it tasted like. It was not, in comparison, this really overshadowed it. In the heat, this really overshadowed it. But I think in the category of flavor, when it's in the mouth, and of the overall going for an orange sauce, I think that went to it. I really do. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is a marmalade type sauce, so it definitely went to the orange thing. But I think it's so much more of an amaretto flavor that it veered a little bit too far away from the orange. So the marmalade texture was there. That was the thing that kind of made it orange, but it didn't have a lot of orange flavor. It was very amaretto. So I think here's my winner. Whoa, my darling. Clementine orange sauce. Again, I hope nobody's upset with my decision on that. I really feel like I weighed this out, and as soon as I tasted these two, I kind of had it in my mind that this was going to be the one I wanted to lean towards, because I really enjoyed the mouthfeel, the flavor. The only thing that was a little off for me was the nose, the smell. When I opened it, it didn't smell like it tasted, so that was where I kind of dinged it. And then the fact that it doesn't have the heat that this does. I mean, myself, I'm going to enjoy a little more heat. But again, I don't really feel like this was based so much on heat as it was getting a good sauce. And so I think Jeremy wins. Guys, sorry to make this one be so long, but I really wanted to do this justice. These guys are both good friends of mine. And again, I hope nobody is offended by my choice in this. And there's other judges too. We'll see where it ends up. I think there's 4 of us, so there potentially could be another tie. I could be the only one sitting with this, or they could all go one way. Who knows? But again, very appreciative to both Jeff McGinnis and Jeremy Hilliker. You guys are awesome. I really am honored that you guys even had me as a judge for this. Beautiful sauces in their own right. I mean, you guys did a wonderful thing here. I mean, I would eat both of these. They're definitely both what I would call dessert sauces. Good stuff. So, if you would, do me a favor. Go down and hit the like button. Then go over and hit the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell. And you'll get notified when I upload a video. Or sometimes I even go live. So, anyways. Thanks again. Till next time. Eat like a Squatch.